have survived October, so it's time to see our budget report for October 2022, where we see how we did with our budget for the month. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach. The video is all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. This month, I ended up spending a lot of money towards Christmas. It's a few months before Christmas still, but I spent a lot, more than what we had planned, more than what we had set aside for Christmas. So see how I handled that here. I like to use a simple spreadsheet. You can grab my template in the description box down below for a few dollars. And start with income. My husband is salary, so he gets paid exactly what we had planned. The LLC, this is my business. I made more than what I expected. I actually made less this month than last month, but my expenses were also a lot lower, so I got to take home more money, which is great. Interest, we have a lot of money in online savings accounts, our emergency fund, vacation fund, and our house. We're gonna add a garage to our house, which is gonna be extremely expensive. So all the money we're gonna use within the next couple of years, we have in online savings accounts. And now the interest rates have risen. I know most people are unhappy about that, but for us, if you're saving money, it's great. We actually get interest every month on our online savings accounts. If you are looking for an online savings account, I have some videos. I will have it playing in the description, or I'll have it playing right up here, a video with the best online savings accounts. We also got reimbursed $700. I had almost kind of forgotten about. My husband's a teacher, and he paid last spring, he signed up and paid for classes to get certified in another subject at the university here. And he ended up switching high schools and they don't need him to get certified in that subject. So he canceled, withdrew from his classes, and was supposed to get reimbursed and never did. So he called them at the beginning of the month. And so they finally reimbursed him his $700, which is exciting. And then cash back from our credit card. We do use a credit card and we get cash back on it. So the cash back, we let it accrue for the entire year. And then in December, usually we cash it out, and that's our budget for Christmas. So we ended up, we're spending more than that on Christmas. I'll show you how we're gonna work that. But we have accumulated almost $550 in cash back. So I transferred that to our account so that we could pay for some of our Christmas expenses that I bought this month. So we had higher income than planned, but I'm gonna show you how we use it. Our tithing, we went a little bit over. It's on gross income, so my income fluctuates, so it varies a little bit month to month. So we went over $15 there. Mortgage is fixed, this is an automatic payment, so that was exact. Our electricity was $13. Someone in comments below, people have asked how we get it so cheap. We do have solar panels that we put on when we bought the house. Our natural gas is on average, and it's $86 for the month. Our water and sewer, we went a little bit over. It's $16. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I've mentioned before, we keep a buffer in our checking account, so if things aren't exact, we're okay. Life insurance, we were under, I've mentioned in previous videos, we have term life insurance for both my husband and I. We've recently got new policies. My husband's policy is gonna be for a lot more money, so it's gonna cost more, but it's still in the underwriting process. We haven't started paying on it. So that was under what we expected. Car insurance was right at $88. Bill is fixed at $30 for the month. Internet's fixed at $58. Gas for our cars, we were way, way under, which is really, really exciting because gas is expensive. But we have 2 vehicles that are pretty close to empty, so we're gonna have to refill them soon. So we'll probably go over next month, but still, it's kind of exciting. Piano is fixed, $150 for the month. Karate, we have 1 child that does it, it's $30 a month. And preschool, my youngest goes for just a couple hours, a couple days a week, and it's $100 a month. So total for our fixed expenses, $3,053. We were $80 under, which is really exciting. Now, moving on to variable expenses, I like to keep them separate because we have control over our variable expenses, at least a lot more control than we do on our fixed expenses. So I like to keep them separate. It'd be more accurate if I separated and categorized each category as I spent the money, but I shop a lot at Walmart, Sam's Club, Amazon, where I get stuff from all different categories, so I don't like to try to keep it separate. That complicates life for me, and then I never do it. So it's better for me, I lump it all together and then divide it by the weeks. So in October, we had 4 weeks, so I had $218 each week to spend. and I ended up going under budget because I only spent $809 for the month, which means I had an extra $66, which is exciting. So I'm going to put that into our Christmas fund because I know I don't have enough money to pay for our Christmas expenses. And I reward myself with those variable expenses. If I stay under, I get to reward myself by putting it towards something fun. Usually I put it into vacation, but this month we're putting it into our Christmas fund. Our emergency fund, we did not budget any. It is in its own separate online savings account, and we earned $32 of interest at that account, and I just leave it in there. We didn't spend anything in our emergency fund, so we're up to over $15,250 there. House maintenance, we budgeted $75 and we put $75 in. We spent $45. I think I bought some decorations for our kitchen above our cabinets, and I pulled it out of that budget. So we're down to $3,738. We have lived here for 2 years now. I thought maybe it was time. Flooring, we didn't budget any. We didn't put any in, but we did spend $322. We got new laminate flooring in our house we put in this summer. And we are at our front entrance. We have a really weird space, so standard rugs don't fit there. Standard runners don't fit there. So we got a customized runner at a carpet store. I got a few different quotes. That was the price for a 4-foot by 10-foot runner plus the serging around the edge, the binding around the edge. And I knew we needed one. Several months ago we were planning on getting one. I just haven't gotten around to it, and we really don't use our front door very often. But now that the weather's getting cold and we've started having snow, I know kids will come in there and we will want something there to protect our floor. So we're down to $9,270 there. Vacation fund, we didn't budget anything. We did not put anything in, but we spent almost $1,600 for vacation. Next summer, we are taking our family, our entire family, all 5 kids, to do a humanitarian, to volunteer for a week in Ecuador. So we paid all of the program fees, application fees. We haven't bought, we still have some more fees we'll have to pay, and we'll have to buy airline tickets, but I'm really excited about it. So now we're down to $5,829 in our vacation fund. House updates, we budgeted $140, we put in $140, and we didn't spend anything, which is awesome because it feels like we're always doing house projects. But we didn't spend any money on them this month. We've just been planning on our garage. So we're at $28,800 there. Car expenses, we budgeted $75, put $75 in. We spent $62. My husband changed the oil and replaced some air filters on one of our vehicles. So we're down to $770 in that account. Christmas, we budgeted $25. We did put the $25 in, but we decided to buy something for our family rather than buy stuff. We're trying to do more experiences. So we ended up buying a season pass for our entire family to do something. And I don't want to mention what because I have a child in the room. But it ends up being a lot more than what we had planned on spending for Christmas. So we took the $550 from our cash back, the $66 extra I saved this month on our variable expenses all went into our Christmas fund, but we were still short. So that $700 reimbursement we got from my husband, rather than putting it into the account where we pulled that money out of, I think we pulled it out of our vacation fund or our house updates fund, rather than put it back there, I took $300 of it to help us cover our Christmas expenses. So we spent $977 and we're down to $38. And so we're gonna get one big, huge gift for our entire family, but then we'll also help Santa out with a few little things. So we'll still spend a little bit of money. So I'm gonna have to come up with some in the next 2 months to pay for it. Kids extracurricular, we budgeted $100, put $100 in, and we didn't spend any, so we're at $137 there. Bike maintenance, we budgeted $25, I put $25 in. My husband did not spend any, and I think he has $713 in that account. His account is separate. He has an account with Cube money, and so I send the money over to him, and usually I log in to double check to make sure the balance is correct, but he forgot his password, and so he changed it, and I don't know what it is, so I couldn't verify that, but I think he has $713 in that account. Extra mortgage, I planned on paying $100 towards our extra mortgage. I've mentioned if we pay online every month an extra payment, we get charged $750 a month for each payment you make extra, and that's huge. So I put it in a savings account, and every few months I make an extra payment. But we put $216 in. We put all of the money, extra money from my business goes towards our mortgage payment, And then we have a few funds, a vacation fund and our house update fund, that are in online savings accounts that are also earning interest. So that interest I transfer over to our extra mortgage payment each month. So we have $350 there. So probably in the next month or two, I'll make an extra payment. Taxes for my business, I set aside, whatever I make, I set aside 15% so that I have the money when it's time for taxes. So I ended up putting 31 in there because I made more than I had expected. Then Roth IRA, this is Roth IRA in my name. We invest 350, but since it's invested, I don't track it right here. If you want to see how much we have in our retirement and everything, you can check our net worth updates. I do those monthly. Just make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell, and you'll get notifications with my new videos, and you'll get notified of my net worth updates. Mutual fund, we're putting 150 into some index funds for investments, for shorter term investments, and same with this, I don't track it right here. So we spent $5,967 for the month, but we still have $580 extra because we got that extra income. We weren't planning that reimbursement. So what I'm going to do, I'm debating whether we should add more into our Christmas fund. I think I'm gonna add 80 to our Christmas fund, and then that 500 put towards our house updates so that we can get that garage done. Christmas I'll add 80, and then our house updates I will add 500. So that takes it down to 0. And right now, since I'm done filming this, I'm going to go transfer that money into those accounts so I don't forget. If you are interested in those online savings accounts, I'll have a video right up there for you to watch because it is a great place to store money you're going to use in the next couple of years. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.